After digging through forums, repair shops, and real owner feedback, I found what no one usually tells you about the Mazda 3 from 2019 to 2025. These are the most common issues you need to know if you want to avoid surprises. One of the most frequently mentioned problems by Mazda 3 owners in recent years is with the automatic emergency braking system, which sometimes activates on its own even when there are no real obstacles ahead. Several users on Reddit and specialized forums describe situations where the car suddenly braked while going under bridges, past signs, or even when passing through shadows, something that can be pretty dangerous. This is often related to the front sensor misinterpreting certain reflections or objects, especially in rainy weather or direct sunlight. Mazda released some technical service bulletins to update the system software, and on newer models, they've made adjustments to the sensors. The most common fix is to visit a dealership to have the module reprogrammed, or if it's faulty, to have the front radar sensor replaced. Another issue that's been causing frustration is the infotainment screen freezing, rebooting randomly, or going completely black, especially in 2020 and 2021 models. Some owners on forums like Mazda 3 Revolution and Copilot Search report that it happens when they start the car or connect a phone via Bluetooth or USB. In many cases, this glitch is tied to the Mazda Connect software, which can malfunction if it hasn't been updated. Mazda acknowledged the issue and rolled out software updates to fix it, and in some cases replaced defective units under warranty. The most effective solution is to take the car to a dealership and make sure the system has the latest software version installed. Paint problems have also been reported, especially with the Soul Red Crystal color, which looks amazing but seems more prone to scratches and peeling. Several owners on forums and sites like Edmunds say that even a light touch can leave visible marks, and that the paint tends to lose its shine faster than expected. This is likely due to the delicate nature of the multi-layer paint process, which gives it that deep finish but also requires more care. Mazda hasn't issued official bulletins about this, but some dealers recommend frequent waxing and installing paint protection film on exposed areas. In more serious cases, some owners have had to repaint parts of the vehicle, usually not covered by warranty. A more technical but noticeable issue involves the electric power steering system, which sometimes feels odd or off when turning the wheel, especially at low speeds. On the Mazda 3 forums and Reddit, some users describe a brief pull or momentary resistance, as if the steering wheel isn't in sync with the wheel's actual movement. While it's not immediately dangerous, it does affect the driving experience. This could be caused by a torque sensor in the steering column or a calibration issue in the electronic assist system. Mazda has tweaked the programming in later models and, in some cases, replaced components under warranty. If this issue shows up, it's best to get the system scanned to check alignment and look for any sensor errors. Lastly, quite a few owners have reported metallic clunks or creaking sounds coming from the front suspension, especially when going over bumps or turning on uneven roads. In many Mazda 3s from this generation, forum posts point to the suspension stops or bushings drying out over time. Some mechanics say it's normal for these cars, but in reality, it's annoying and can make the car feel loose or worn. In some cases, Mazda has addressed this under warranty by replacing bushings or applying special lubricants. If the noise continues, it's a good idea to inspect the entire front suspension to avoid bigger wear issues or future shock failures. All in all, while the Mazda 3 is a well-designed sedan with great handling and efficiency, it's not without its quirks. The good news is that in many cases, there are official fixes or proven workarounds. Staying informed is key, especially if you're thinking of buying one or already have one sitting in your driveway.